This is the outside of the car, pretty much. As you can see, I've tried to spray paint some scratches and dents that are on there, but that didn't turn out very well. So I'm going to get that resprayed hopefully. And there as well. It's currently been sitting for quite a while, so I'm going to open up the bonnet, and it's a bit musty inside, a bit mouldy too. So hopefully we can sort that out. Just give it a clean up as well. Should be really good. And then hopefully install like a camping, like stealth camping setup in here, which is nice. And we've also got a, oh, that's brilliant, a sunroof, which is really cool. And you got some lights in here which are useful. So I think hopefully if I get the windows tinted as well, would make it really good. So the side windows, I think the back windows and the rear can be tinted as dark as possible, the passenger windows in the rear. But I think the front windows can only be about 70%. So I'll have to check up on that and then hopefully get that done as well. But the car's we've had this car for like 4 or 5 years now, I think. And I've driven it back to up to Scotland and back around for like quite a while. And it's been really good. It's been a solid engine. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the inside. It's gonna need some care taken to it, which would be no problem at all. Give it a nice detail hopefully. Let's just check. So I'm gonna have to start up the engine to check the miles on it at the moment. Bluetooth radio as well, which is good. And I did actually change this recently. The old one was broken because there was a what do you call it? A car phone holder on there. So I changed that because all these slats were completely broken. Yeah. There's a USB for charging as well, which is good. 2 cup holders. It's five gears, and it's 2.2 litre petrol. So yeah, got a bit of work to do, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Right, open the bonnet up. Got this charger. Hopefully this will work. Let's pull that out. Pull that out. There we go. Yeah, I might consider getting a new one of these, because I can't really, can't really see the fluid level in there. If we just open it up, see what it's like. Well, that's topped up pretty good, and there's no like oily residue, so hopefully the head gasket is pretty solid still as well. So I think if you smell fuel inside there, then that can be an indication of the head gasket going as well. But I will, there's that. I've never actually taken off the air manifold inlet to get to the spark plugs on one of these. Hopefully it can come off pretty easily. We'll see. And then oil. You can also check the oil cap as well to see if there's any like mayonnaise. Like it'll look like mayonnaise. There'll be water inside there, but that looks pretty solid. If there's any mayonnaise, like gunky stuff, it means the head gasket is on its way out, which is not good, but it's good in our case. Oh, and I'll have to figure out that needs to go back on there as well, which is also possible. Oh, that's just a screw. Okay. That'll be okay. Otherwise that'll rub into that, as it's already started to do. Right. Let's have a look here. That is the air filter, looks like it. How does that come off? What I'll do, I'll start it, get it going, hopefully, see how many miles it's got as well. Okay, so if we connect battery. So at this point, I actually had the battery charger that I was using wasn't working, so I had to use my other car to jump start it. After this, I decided to get the spark plugs, the oil filter and the fuel filter, just to show you how they look like and what they look like. The battery is actually in a good condition, which is really good, so that's actually not bad, because I charged it up, and I'm taking it for an MOT tomorrow, so hopefully that will pass, and I'll keep you guys updated with that as well. And I need to change the oil. I've got the oil filters, spark plugs, oil filter, spark plugs, fuel filter and air filter. The air filter I did in this video, which you'll see soon, and the total for all these parts came to about £66 from Euro Car Parts. So hopefully in the next few update videos, I'll show you how that's going and what that looks like. Okay, so we have 4 spark plugs. One, 4 of these. Oil filter. Fuel filter. And a air filter. So I'll be changing all these, and then hopefully it'll be better. It'll run more smoothly. Just as general maintenance. So here I now decided to change the air filter, which was actually pretty easy to do. I've worked on Volkswagens before, so it's actually really really easy to get to, and there's 4 clips that was holding in the air filter housing to the air filter itself. You can see myself trying to undo them with a screwdriver here and just prise open the housing to get to the filter, the old filter. There was 3 screws at the front I had to undo first to take this little air inlet to the filter box housing off as well, which was really easy to get to. And as you can see here, I'm just trying to feel around to get to the old air filter. Eventually I get to it and it looks pretty bad, as you'll see in a minute. but I'm not too sure whether this will make much of a difference, because it was not in that. It was pretty bad, but hopefully the engine will run a bit more smoothly now. As you can see, as you could just saw, it's pretty dusty in there. So now this is the new air filter currently going on. I'll hopefully give it the whole engine bay a nice clean up with some plastic polish or something like that, just to get the dust off things as well. Check all the coolant and check all the oil, etc. Actually, I did check the oil. I did check the coolant as well in the other clip, the first clip. The coolant's fine. There's actually no. Hopefully there was no oil smell in there, which indicates a head gasket blown, but that's all good. And I checked the oil filler cap as well, and that to make sure there's no mayonnaise or any gunky stuff in there, which is really good. So the head gasket's solid at the moment as well. And like I said, I've driven this car back and forth. I used to drive it back and forth to Scotland quite a while, and I've always had no problems with it. So it's been solid mechanically wise. It's a 2-litre petrol, and I think the fuel consumption is about 35 to 40 miles per gallon. Currently petrol's cheaper, so ideally a diesel would be more fuel efficient, but I'm not too fussed with it. It's a solid engine at the end of the day. The miles are only 120,000 roughly, and the thing is, I could buy like a camper, like a stealth, well not a stealth, like a camper van, but it's just like totally out of my budget range, and this car is just laying around, so I'm going to see how cheap I can do it for and go from there. At this point, I decided to give the interior, the upholstery, which was really mouldy, a nice clean up, which came out really well. I pretty much got all the mould off all the seats, the steering wheel, all the upholstery, the dash, the sun visors, the headrests as well, and just under any nooks and crannies near the steering wheel and in the kind of glove compartment and things in there as well. I think there's a tiny bit more I need to do in different places, but hopefully I'll get that all sorted when I find it and I've got the time to do it. The other aspects of the car I still need to complete are the spark plugs, fuel filter and oil filter. The oil filter I can do myself, and the spark plugs, but the fuel filter is the only one I think I can't get to. I'll try to get to it, see if I can do that for a video. Then all I need as well is a tinted back windows and rear windows, curtains, lights, foam mattress, aerial antenna for the DAB radio, which is currently broken, so I need to refit that. The wooden slats for a bed, possibly a sink, and then just spray the outside silver. Then once that's all sprayed, that's pretty much everything complete on it. So I'll tally up, I'll do a video as well of how much it cost me and how to do the wooden installations once for the bed and cupboards and compartments once I get around to that as well. I don't kind of have any plans to take this to Europe yet. I don't really have any ideas. Kind of I'd like to I think take it around the UK first, to Scotland and the Peak District and the Lake districts, etc. Kind of get a kind of feel for it, the car and stuff like that, and just kind of get a get a few trial runs done before I take it to Europe. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, but I'm also getting it MOT tomorrow, and I'll do an update video of how that goes, and any advisories, etc. Hopefully it all goes well. The only thing I do need to do is change the service light that is currently coming on the dash, which shouldn't be too hard. It's just like you change the clock, like you twist it one way once, or turn the key off, I think. I can't remember, but I'll find a video how to do that, and then that is pretty much it sorted. So I'm looking forward to this project, and I'll keep you guys updated on the whole project as it goes. Thanks for watching.